JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, man killed near police station in St. Mary, alleged killer detained. A man was detained following the killing of another in Tower Isle, St. Mary, Monday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as O'Neill Davis, otherwise called Bunny Ruggs or Rugal, a resident of this mountain in the parish. It is reported that around 5:45 p.m., both men had a dispute near the Area 2 Police Headquarters in Tower Isle. According to the police, during the dispute, a knife was allegedly used to stab Davis in his chest. He was taken to the St. Anne's Hospital where he succumbed to his injury. The alleged killer, a 51-year-old man from Tower Isle, was immediately detained by personnel from the Area 2 Headquarters and transported to the Orocabessa Police Station where he is presently in custody. Stinger charge in connection with the Bartlett robbery in Manchester. The police have charged a Clarendon man in connection with the gun attack and robbery of Bartlett security guards at a bank last month in Manchester, which left 5 passers-by nursing gunshot wounds. 25-year-old Doyle Watson, otherwise called Stinger, of Maypen, was charged on Monday with robbery with aggravation, wounding with intent, shooting with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, use of a prohibited weapon to commit a felony, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. He is scheduled to appear in the Manchester Parish Court on Wednesday, September 13. The police report that about 5:15 p.m. on Friday, August 25, 3 security officers were leaving the bank when they were attacked by armed men who opened gunfire at them. The guards returned fire, and the gunmen escaped with an undetermined sum of cash. When the shooting subsided, 5 people were found with gunshot wounds and were taken to hospital for treatment. Hours later, Watson, who was driving a Toyota motor car, was intercepted by the Clarendon police. The vehicle was searched, and according to the police, several rounds of ammunition, spent casing, and a 9mm magazine were seized. He was subsequently arrested. Man nabbed following attempted robbery of Kingston business establishment. A 22-year-old man has been charged after he reportedly shot and injured 2 people during an attempted robbery of a business establishment on Studio 1 Boulevard, Kingston last month. Charged with 2 counts of wounding with intent, 2 counts of malicious destruction of property, 4 counts of assault of common law and possession of a prohibited weapon is Tyreek Toloy of Galloway Road in the parish. Reports are that about 5:15 p.m., Toloy entered a business establishment and attempted to rob the service representative. The woman reportedly ran into an adjoining room. Toloy, who was trapped inside the shop, opened gunfire at the door and escaped. 2 people were shot during the incident and were taken to hospital where they were treated. Toloy was held during an operation and placed on an identification parade on Monday, September 4, where it was pointed out. He was charged on Monday, September 11. Classes suspended at Greenville High from technical and Greenville Primary as taxi operators continue protest. Scores of commuters, including students, have been left stranded as taxi operators in Westmoreland withdrew their services for a second day in protest over poor road conditions. They want the government to repair the main route from Grangeville to Savlamar. All entry and exit points leading into Grangeville, Little London, and Lucy in Hanover have been blocked by the operators. Bike taxis are now being used in some of these locations to offer transportation. Arising from the protest, administrators at Grangeville High School have been compelled to dismiss classes early in order to ensure the safety of the students. Classes have been cancelled for today because the main thoroughfares used to transport our students to school are all closed, said Trevane Donaldson Lawrence, principal of Grangeville High School. The roads are closed from Little London to Savlamar, and the road from Lucy to Grangeville is also closed. She said that only 200 of the expected 1,000 student cohort arrived for classes this morning. According to Donaldson Lawrence, the bulk of the students who are on the campus are from the Grangeville community and walk to school. We started school today with about 200 students, but we thought it best in the interest of the students to inform their parents that we had to dismiss school a little earlier than we had planned, she said. The ongoing protest by taxi operators has also disrupted normal operations at Grangeville Primary School, forcing the institution to dismiss classes early. According to the school's principal, Clayton Smith, The impact on student attendance has been minimal because they reside in the community. However, he stated that it is his academic staff who are being prohibited from attending school. For their safety, we will be dismissing school after lunch, Smith said. My teachers have been the most affected because the majority of them are from outside the community, and for a second day, from Technical High School was compelled to hold sessions and to send students home early due to the strike. Wilmington apologizes for accusing Bartlett of encouraging wrongdoing. Southwest St. Catherine Member of Parliament, Everett Wilmington, has apologized for suggesting that Chairman of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, Edmund Bartlett, is encouraging wrongdoing in his conduct of the committee. During the July 25 sitting of the committee, Wilmington had raised questions about Director of Corruption Prevention, Ryan Evans, who he claimed was an advisor to former People's National Party President, Dr. Peter Phillips. Bartlett instructed Wilmington not to pursue that line of questioning, which led to a heated exchange and Wilmington walking out of the sitting. As the committee resumed its sitting on Tuesday afternoon, Wilmington offered an apology to Bartlett for his behavior and sought to clarify his statements.
At our last meeting on July 25th, there was a disagreement. I disagreed with a ruling you made after asking certain questions. You said that I said you encourage wrongdoing in the ministry and in the public, so in certain quarters. It has been said, I felt that I referred to you as being corrupt, which I never did. I made a statement on my way out through the door, and at no time did I say anything directing to you as being corrupt. I've known you for many years, and I've never seen any part of you, any actions that you have taken that is corrupt. So at no time did I refer to you as being corrupt, and that's something, Mr. Chairman, I would never do. I regret that it is felt and interpreted that way in the public, but I could never refer to you, Mr. Chairman, as being corrupt. And I'm sorry for any inconvenience I might have caused to you. Thank you.
Well, I make no comment on that, but to receive graciously your explanation. I didn't ask for an apology, but I think an explanation such as you have given will suffice, because I think that the public had a very unfavorable response to that exchange, and it is my hope that we will never be ever in that position again, where there is even a misinterpretation of what our true intentions were, either as a result of our verbal expressions or body language in the conducting of the affairs of the people, and in specific reference to the oversight activities of the Integrity Commission. Thank you.
Teacher acquitted of attempting to smuggle contraband into Black River lockup. A woman was accused of attempting to smuggle contraband into the Black River Police lockup on July 1 was on Monday acquitted in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court. The charges of introducing contraband into a penal institution and possession of ganja were withdrawn against 52-year-old Madeline Nelson Forster, a teacher of St. Mary's in St. Elizabeth. The charges were withdrawn after it was pointed out that Nelson Forster was unaware of the contents of the package she was given to deliver to a detainee. In the meantime, 41-year-old shopkeeper Tracy Campbell of Riversdale, St. Catherine, who was accused of the same offences, had her bail extended. She is scheduled to return to court on November 7. The women were charged separately after they turned up at the Black River Police Station with items for detainees. Grange demands apology from Golding for slavery skit. Minister of Culture Olivia Grange has issued a strong condemnation of the deeply offensive participation by leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, in a skit where he removed chains from a black man's neck during a party meeting at the weekend. In a media release on Tuesday, Grange demanded an apology from Golding, saying she was deeply disappointed and overstruck by his actions.
I get a feeling. have a feeling. I say I have a feeling. I have a feeling. I have a feeling. I say I have a feeling.
JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.